How is that even possible? This, I can't. What? You know, I really just, I can't even with this PC stuff anymore, man. So, everything should be fine now. Thank you guys for coming back to the stream. I apologize for the last one. Windows updates genuinely ruin everything. They change settings in menus and everything, and like, so for my Wi-Fi, I have an external USB adapter that's really good because the antennas that came with my desktop were broke when I got them, like the little pins inside to screw in. So I bought this USB thing, and every single, like, now and then with a Windows update, it'll change stuff. Where this last one, it turned on the old Wi-Fi. So my computer was fighting between my 5G network at home and just the standard internet. So it was connected to two separate networks, and it couldn't use both of them at the same time, apparently. So I had to go in and disable it. So I think, maybe, we are good here. But yeah, so we're back. We're live. We're going to try and play some more Halo. Why Stadia but not GeForce Now? It also has Cyberpunk 2077. It's just buying games on Stadia is really fishy, knowing Google when they shut down servers for their projects. Yeah, it is. I don't know. I had seen an ad for it and was just like, all right, yeah, sure, why not? I'll try it there too. Hey there, Scruffers. Yeah, thanks for coming back. I mean, honestly, I want more than anything with the Xbox One X to them to have like how the PlayStation 4 and 5 does, with it being built in to just stream to YouTube. I don't understand why they can't. Like, does PlayStation, like, and this is something that I've never seen any journalist talk about, anybody on YouTube talk about, like, is there an exclusive streaming deal with PlayStation and YouTube? Like, I don't get it. Which I don't think there is, because you can stream to Twitch on those consoles too. I don't know. It's frustrating. I wish that they would do it. Yeah, no, I just yeah, I don't know. It's frustrating. Hopefully they get it. I've been asking for that since the Xbox One days, so that's probably not going to happen. But yeah, here we are. We're going to go ahead and hopefully get some challenges done today. Holidays coming up. Things are crazy. Absolutely crazy. Frame rate is dropping really bad on this too, which I don't understand why. Like, what happened to that guy's grenade? Did it just disappear? What is going on here? My frame rate is just destroyed right now. Which it never was before. Is there like a 60 FPS? Original. VSync is on. No. That's cool. Hopefully that helps. No? What is... Oh my goodness. This is so frustrating. Dude, why would you... Okay. Did I see the hilarious bugs in Cyberpunk 20? Yes, I have. I've seen a lot of them. I feel bad because I'm playing on a Xbox One X, and there's moments where the frame rate really does tank, like it's really bad. And then there's moments where it works really well, and I mean, overall, I'm enjoying it. I was playing it on PC for a while, but I wanted to just test out the console updates that they were releasing, and I mean, I ended up putting more time into it there, and now that I've heard about the save file bug where if your save file reaches past a certain size, it'll just corrupt your game, like, that's insane. Why is my frame rate so bad right now? Let's just turn that off. Maybe that'll help. It did, but now I've got screen tearing. What is going on? So this is part of the reason why I just don't like PC gaming. Like, things do run better on PC, for sure. They look better. But it's just such a pain. It's such a pain when just out of nowhere it's like, nope, we're not going to work the same way that we have been for months. The VSync on this monitor is 60. Alright, let's do that then. Does not help. Whoops. Nice, there we go. There's only one other thing that I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. It's gonna have to wait till this match is over for me to change it. GeForce also. Stadia just can't remove a game unless the service goes down. Oh yeah, my wife, when we met, had a Windows phone. Alright, I thought I stuck that guy, but okay. Yeah, the game and the story and the characters for Cyberpunk are really good. Like, the gameplay, the underlying game that's there, that functions whenever it does, is fantastic. Like, I like the story. One of the most like emotional, and it usually takes a lot, especially in video games, for like an emotional story for me to like get me. And I won't spoil anything, but there was one in Cyberpunk where the police ask you to talk to one of their friends, and it's just a small quest. There's no combat, there's no fighting. You just talk to them, and when it was all said and done, I was just like, oh wow, that's really, really sad. It was amazing that, like, I think the last time I felt something like that, like an actual emotional, like, oh wow, that was really sad, was probably in the original Last of Us game on PS3. Like, it's been a while. But to be quite honest, I wouldn't be surprised if CD Projekt Red ended up going bankrupt or closing down after this. I mean, aside from all the refunds, they're about to get hit with a class action lawsuit by their investors and by their employees. So, like, if they're gonna have to pay out the class action lawsuit and then pay out all the returns and everything, and then plus give their employees the benefits and bonus stuff that they talked about, like that's big. Performance tuning. No, where is it? Here we go. No, I thought that would do it, but it didn't. Oh, does it? There's a setting that I was using for Cyberpunk that for my graphics card. It's called Radeon Chill, and it would, because I noticed when playing that on the PC that it was really put, like, I had meet the very bare minimal specs for Cyberpunk to be able to play it. I play it at 1080p at, like, I customized the settings. Maybe I'll make a video out of that. But I made like the custom settings where I had some visual features and stuff just turned off, and other stuff like certain graphics things I had running at max settings. But it was making my internal temperature for my PC really hot. So there's a feature called Radeon Chill. I might have to relaunch the MCC. But there was a feature called Radeon Chill where it limits the power that the console's using during, like, downtime or, like, slow moments so that the temperature doesn't get astronomically hot, which is part of the reason why I started playing more on the Xbox. And I think that it was affecting the game here. I'm going to have to probably close and reopen the game. But yeah, technically, from what I've been hearing, I guess Cyberpunk wasn't in development for the entire 8 years that people thought it was. Like, it only started late, like, full development in, like, late 2015, early 2016. So, I mean, it's only been made for anywhere between 3.5 to 4 years, which is still a long time, but the game certainly needed more time in the oven. Oh, come on with that. I'd like to make a point right here. If that guy hadn't betrayed me earlier in the match, then we would have won earlier. All right, well, I'm streaming, no problem. Now I just got to get this fixed. The cop system in Cyberpunk 2077 is really lazy. Yeah, they will teleport behind you. And you can just speed away, too, in a car that's fast enough. Back out of this real quick. I just got a comment left on a video. I had to see what they're talking about. People get real bent out of shape at my video talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Which it's funny because I wanted to play that game. I wanted that game to be good just as much as anybody else. And the day that that game launched, the first couple of weeks was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's received patches since then. And I'm going to be putting out like my final thoughts on the game here eventually too. But people are not happy, and they're going to get real bent out of shape with what I have to say about Cyberpunk and my impressions or my thoughts video on that. All right, now let's see. They're running at high frames now. Alt R. Graphics profile. Standard. Game restart required. Yeah, I'm going to have to close it down and reopen it. That's okay. We'll keep the stream going, but I'm not going to... I'm just going to close this out real quick and we'll reopen it. Yeah, you'll in my background too. Cyberpunk. The game actually has some lore from the board game. That's pretty cool. I've never even looked at the board game or anything like that. Cyberpunk 2077 started in pre-2012. They confirmed in a summer press conference. I mean, that may be true. I've heard so many different and conflicting things. All right, so let's try this. Again, let's take a look here real quick, too, at the challenges, though. Win social match-made games, assist teammates, complete match-made games with a kill-death ratio of 1.0 or higher. I think we could do that. Win competitive games. I noticed they lowered that from 3 to 2. All right. Hopefully now this works good. No more problems. It's just funny that so many people disliked that video that I made on Assassin's Creed when for Odyssey and Origins, I have probably combined with those two games like 350 hours played for like counting towards the both of them, and people are not happy about my opinion on Assassin's Creed. That game was just unacceptable. It shouldn't have launched the way that it did, and it's funny because I remember they even pushed up the release date to launch the same day as the Xbox Series games. Oh my goodness, what is going on? We're going to have to check and see if the campaign runs like this. Maybe we'll do some campaign challenges. Like, I ended up getting rid of my old capture card that I used for my consoles because it just didn't work for some reason anymore. And it was old. It's like 6 years old. But I'm half tempted to just buy one of those and just not use the streaming here on the PC anymore, because this is just ridiculous. Because these frame dips are just terrible. They're terrible. OBS, it's funny. OBS fine. I finally get that working fine, and now I'm actually having problems with this stupid game. That's not one thing. It's an. You know what? There's only one other thing I can think of. Maybe. Is that gonna do it? Not gonna do it? No. I got that guy at least. The internal HD60 capture card fell out. Yeah, that's the one I was looking at. There's one that I think it's the HD60. It's either Plus or S Plus that captures 4K too. I'm thinking I might plop down the money for that eventually at some point. Not anytime within the next month though. That's gonna have to wait. I mean, this is unacceptable right now. Like, what is happening? Right now is unacceptable. Well, switching it to full screen seems to have fixed it. Which I don't know. Did it? Did it not? We'll see, I guess. Keeps... on the Xbox One on 3 and Halo 2. I mean, maybe it's a software issue. I don't think it is. I mean, they did just update it recently to add in Season 5 items. But, like... yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening at this current time. Got him with a grenade, though, at least. I think I stole that guy's kill. I didn't mean to, though. I was just trying to help him out. I mean, it seems to be working better. Oof. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think I wish Twitch was better than what they are with like their policies and everything like that, because I would probably try to stream there more. But I mean, they're just so as a service, they're pretty good. But as a platform, they're always in the news with some kind of controversy, or something's always wrong. And I don't know. Honestly, would just like to see YouTube buy them. I mean, Microsoft's been throwing around money. They bought Bethesda. They should have plunked down the money when they closed Mixer. They should have put down the money and just bought Twitch, and they could have moderated all of that. I mean, they already have like Twitch streaming integration in the built into the Xbox-ish, kind of. So, I mean... nice. There we go. I mean, I'm second in kills still, and my frame rate's been a roller coaster, so... The only other thing that I might end up trying is downloading OBS Studio. Or not OBS Studio. OBS Streamlabs, because I'm using just standard OBS. And try streaming with them from there, and maybe it'll perform better. Okay, I was gonna say, well, how did I kill that guy, but I didn't. No, we won. Oh, well, I apologize. I only speak English, and sometimes not even that well. Would I be opposed to doing a Metro stream? You know, it's a funny thing about that. I've tried to play those games, and they haven't worked. I mean, I guess I tried playing them back before I got the Xbox One X, and the games constantly crashed all the time, like really bad. And then there were some areas where they were supposed to load in, like an NPC or like an unlocked door or something in the game wasn't working correctly. And I got a couple of hours into every single one of the games, and something would break, and it just wouldn't let me progress. So I just kind of gave up on them and quit playing. Okay, so this is 60 FPS here, nice and smooth, no problems. I honestly wonder if it's because of the multiple monitors plugged in. Let's do 16 by 9. I mean, I had to change them to... Alright. So we will set that for all games. Let's go back. Let's hop into campaign real quick. And see if this issue exists in the campaign. What do we got, though, for challenges? Let's take a quick look real quick for PvE. Defeat enemies and vehicles in PvE modes. Complete full set, match-made firefight. Complete campaign missions on normal difficulty or higher. Alright, so we've got that. We'll try this then. We will use my favorite level here when it comes to completing missions pretty quickly. We'll play this one. We will play it on normal or higher, right? We're just gonna test this out real quick. It's taking a while to load here.
The message just repeats. Regret, regret, regret.
Catchy. Any idea what it means?
Dear humanity, we regret being alien bastards. We regret coming to Earth.
And we most definitely regret the...
Hey, wake up.
Shake it off, Marines! Clear the crash site. Go, go, go!
Alright, this is running good. Or at least decent. We're gonna run through this real quick. I mean, yeah. I don't get what the problem is here. maybe the problem is 3. I honestly don't know, because the frame rate drops when I switch to the anniversary graphics. I mean, it always kind of has, but I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, 55 FPS is usually what... Yeah, I mean, we're running at the original graphics. Or at least I thought we were. Set it for all games. Save settings. I don't know, we'll see. We'll play through this and then I guess maybe try and jump back in multiplayer. I mean, this obviously runs good-ish, or at least it used to. Maybe they broke it like they did Halo 2. Maybe. I mean, yeah, I guess I haven't streamed it since before the last update, so I guess it's possible. Come on. No clue, though, since I nuked my PC install after getting... Oh, you got the new Xbox. Nice. Yeah, the new Xbox would probably run it better than most of the, like, average-ish PCs out there.
Concentration of Covenant troops is directly below the carrier. I don't think they want you to get on board. That bridge is the most direct route to the city center.
Super cool FOV sliders everywhere. Yeah, I don't understand why they took it out of the Xbox One platform. Especially when they were flighting it. Like, they said they encountered technical issues, but I really don't know, like, it played fine for me. I was in the Xbox flight, you know. FOV sliders, though, are definitely, like, a big deal. Especially for Halo 3 being so, like, upfront and uptight about things, you know, like, it's, like, way zoomed in.
I don't think they expected us to be here. Not you and me. All of us.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. You weren't bothering me on Discord at all. It's just I've been really busy over the last week with working and getting things ready for the holiday season and all that fun stuff. Definitely, I mean, oh my goodness, come on. Like, let's get this vehicle going, man. Come on. Come on, there we go. Also, too, guys, one thing, I made a community post about it, and it's not anything, come on, why are you stopping? Something that I don't understand, my Twitter account got locked for suspicious activity, okay? That's what it says, like, when I go and look at it. Now, the only thing I ever used my Twitter for was very light interactions with some of the people in the Halo community. Like, I hardly ever said anything at all. I might have tweeted out also, too, like, an opinion here and there, like, oh, you know, it's tough to get a PlayStation and an Xbox. Like, oh, this sucks. Like, oh, you know, scalpers are really annoying. But most of the time, I was using it to post pictures directly from my Xbox and clips, the 30-second clips that they let you take and post. And I use it to post video links to the videos that I post here, you know, on my channel. And the account was locked, so I'm like, all right, you know what? I will make just another account. I'll make a new email. And then I made the account. I followed about 100 people, which were Xbox accounts, and I tried to find some of you guys that I follow on Twitter too. And all of a sudden, that one was insta-banned. So I don't know what's going on with Twitter. All right, flip back over. I don't know what's going on with them, but for whatever reason now, I apparently am not allowed on their platform. So, if you guys want to follow me, I'm going to have to change my upload defaults because I still have Twitch and Twitter and all that in there. I do have my Instagram page on there, which the messages are open, so if you guys want to message me there, you can too. Plus, I like to think I post some cool pictures there. It's just so weird, like, I've seen so much disgusting stuff on Twitter over the last, like, 6 months. I don't know if you guys follow any of the news stuff, but there were streamers that used their status and their gender and in their ethnicity to supposedly get free consoles. And people were criticizing them, and they were just straight out lying about what these people said, and they basically got a mob to go and harass these people that talked about them and, like, false report their channels and comments and stuff like that. And their accounts are still there, but mine, when I literally just would follow it for news and slight interactions, just got nuked. I'm like, all right. Yeah, Twitter doesn't like opinions, so they locked my account. I guess I didn't even honestly make them that well known. That was the thing. It reminds me of how my YouTube account got suspended and then terminated. I just deleted my old Google account. Use my normal email on it. Or how millions of videos on the hub got taken down over an investigation. Yeah, that, I mean, that I kind of agree with. They, that type of stuff needs to be much more strictly moderated. And from what I understand, I follow Some Ordinary Gamers here on YouTube. He's a really good YouTuber. I like him a lot. He talked about it and just how easy it was to just put whatever you want on there. Frame rate 60, VSync on. Yeah, I don't know. I think, and I'm going to try this, and I've not done this before. I have a second monitor. I'm going to unplug because I think that is what I've been having problems with for some reason. So I'm not going to close out the stream, but you guys are going to get a little bit of an inception here for a moment. I'm going to bring this over here. I'm on the screen an infinity amount of times. All right. I'm going to keep an eye here because I've been talking to you guys with comments on my phone. So I'm going to disconnect that and see if maybe that... Alright, so I have windowed. And we'll do borderless now. We only have... No, we only have one monitor. So I don't know... Don't know what it's doing. Maybe we'll close down the app or the game and... What is the use of a second monitor? I've got OBS open on it, monitoring, and I've also got the live stream information from YouTube on it as well. Just to make sure that everything's going well. It's easier to just glance over and look. Plus, whenever I'm editing anything, it also helps having two things where I can have videos and drag and drop and stuff like that. All right. So, we'll switch this to borderless. Go back, save. All right, now let's check the video settings. We've got, we'll just use the original, right? I've got it at 60 FPS. Got my VSync on. Graphics quality is original. That it's set for all games. All right, now let's go back. Let's go back. All right, now let's try out multiplayer again. All right. All right, so hopefully this works. Works well, at least. Yeah, what a weird bug or a weird thing to happen to have two monitors. Because I've again used two monitors again beforehand with no problems. Feels all right. Could that have been it? I don't know if you guys see it up in the upper left or not. I've got a real tiny little FPS counter from Steam on there. And I think that was it. I really do. I think that might have been what the problem was, because now it seems to be running really well. Triple? Oh, I ran out of ammo. Yeah, that was the problem, because now we're running really good. OBS is really not comfortable when you need to see if it didn't freeze or the recording, so you literally need a second monitor for that. Yeah. Yeah. I might try switching over to OBS Streamlabs and using that just to see. I mean, everything's working out really well now. So again, I don't... Computers, man. I don't know what I'm doing. And when something is wrong or broken, I don't know how to fix it. It takes me months to get it working. Like, a good for instance here is when I got that antenna that I was talking about, the USB antenna to plug in. It had a setting on it. It had a setting on the Wi-Fi adapter to shut it off intermittently to conserve power, and it was causing me to have severe stream issues because I was using it to stream. And I had no idea, and it took me the better half of 3 months to figure it out, because yeah, now the stream's running really good. Just dumb. Like, that's why I like console gaming much more. Like, I'll be excited when I end up getting one of the next gen systems, to be honest, because now they've kind of hit a point where they have some kind of at least parity for the moment with PC gaming. And I thought he was farther away. And it'll be nice to be able to have that high-end experience without the complications of gaming on a PC. Although I do have to be honest, as big of an Xbox fan as I am, and when it, like, with Halo as well, I think, given the chance, I'm probably gonna get a PS5 first. Mainly because it will stream to my channel. It's supposedly gonna stream in 1080p. And, I mean, again, I've got an Xbox One, and any games that are gonna be on that, you know, the Xbox platform, you can play on PC as well, so. It also makes for a good heater at night. Yes. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. I've actually got a video going up. I'm going to make it after the stream about next gen, because I've been dealing with some resellers on Facebook, and they are 100% completely disingenuous. It's going to be just a real short video, maybe only even like 3 minutes long. You're going to miss the bugs? I don't know. There's one I posted to, I I don't know if you would call it my wife's channel or not. She's been dabbling with making little short clips with glitches and everything, and I shared one of them not that long ago. And there's one with Cyberpunk where I jumped up to a certain area to try to get on this roof for a quest. And the entire world opened up and fell apart. Like, it just completely disappeared. It was quite funny. Oh. Maybe none of the consoles are overheating. Yeah, a lot of that stuff was faked. People blowing vape smoke into their system. Like, I got you some clicks on YouTube, but like, come on now. Yeah, honestly, it was probably one of the most overhyped games. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a game that I really like. But I mean, it's not the end-all, be-all. Like, it's not the best game I've ever played. It's good, but it's not the best game I've ever played. Series X under my desk. Feel it at my legs. Keeps them slightly warmer than the house heater. Now, come on. Yeah, whenever I end up getting it, it'll be, I have an L-shaped desk in the corner of my office here. It'll be on that in between my, it'll have its own, I've got a 4K monitor right now that I have my 1X on. It'll be on that, and then my PC monitor. Oh, I blew myself up. Wow, I'm terrible. Terrible. Nice. Was having my problems, but we got it figured out here, finally. Only, what, 35 minutes into the stream? At least it's not like the PS4/Pro, which is an airplane. I mean, I picked up a PS4 Slim over the summertime to play, like, a bunch of the PlayStation exclusives, and honestly, it's not, the PS4, the standard PS4, doesn't get that loud. The Pro most certainly does, but the PS4 isn't really all that loud. Yeah, the PS4 Pro got really loud. Not so much. I mean, I don't know. That console's kind of new, so maybe it's got, you know, like less dust in it and stuff, but. Here we go. Heretic. Oh, somebody dropped out. Nice. The Series X, S and X and PS5 versions aren't optimized versions either. That is true, yeah. Yeah. They're not the full 4K. I would definitely, if you guys are interested in like those stats type of stuff, check out the Digital Foundry video where they talked about like where it tops out at when it comes to resolution. Having played, like, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 hours of it on Stadia, Stadia doesn't hit full 4K either. I think they're running the Xbox One version of the game, to be honest. Oh yeah, this is 100% smoother than it was before. Really like Keanu's performance as Johnny. Hope to see him in a sequel. That'd be pretty neat. Wasn't that our teammate? We're blue, right? Oh, almost. I'm surprised I didn't get tagged right there. Nice, nice. I've heard the base one gets loud and the pro I use sounds like an airplane. All games get loud on MW 2019. Honestly, the only... I mean, talking about the Xbox One X... The only game recently that's really got it to be loud was Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like I have it standing upright. It has a stand underneath it, so it's not and it's not like in an enclosed area either. It's in an open area. Nice. And the fan on that got really loud. Black Ops kind of makes the fan on it loud. But I mean, to be honest, like I said, that PS4 that I bought recently, I've not really had any like noise out of the ordinary coming from it. Nice, nice shots, nice shots. Oh yeah, we're fighting against three people. I forgot about that. BG Tech is also good for pixel counts and FPS tests as they upload faster than Digital Foundry. Oh, okay. I'll have to check them out too then. But yeah, once Cyberpunk gets optimized, the game's going to be a good game. It'll probably even be like a great game, but I mean... What? Okay, that was weird. Okay, I don't know how that didn't... Well, I hear that sword going. No, I almost did it. Come on, guys, you know you want to drop down. Did I stick him? Nope. Oh, there's two of us with swords. Okay. Could this match be any more broken? No, what is that? That's just really bad luck. I mean, my Xbox One S is horizontal and it has an Alexa external HDD on top of the disk drive, not blocking the vent. Sorry, I end up dying. It only has a few toys on the side, but it should be good airflow. I don't know. I'm always super paranoid about laying consoles down. Currently, my PS4 is laid down in very open TV stand that I have. And like I've said before, it doesn't get super loud. But I know the Xbox, I have the original Xbox One S that launched, I think it was 2016. Has a 2 terabyte internal hard drive. And I've had it for a long time, and I've used it a lot. So I mean, it's gone through its share of work. And there was a summer when it was super hot where I was living, and my air conditioner had broke. And I live on the second floor of a duplex, so it was like 85 degrees in here. I mean, it was ridiculously hot. And the console ended up overheating. I had it laid down, and ever since then, I've always been afraid to lay it down, so I would keep it standing up too. But yeah, since then, all my consoles have been vertical, and it seems like even the industry is moving that way with the PS5 and the X series. They all have the ability, because before you had to buy these stands, right? These plastic things you had to either snap on the bottom, or with a PlayStation 4 you had to screw it on. So it seems like, you know, they kind of had it designed to stand up, but not really. So these new ones are all vertical like that. You know, it seems to be the optimal way to have them. I've seen pictures of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One X laid down, and or not One X, but the Series X. And to me, it just looks goofy with them laid down, like, you know. Like they should be standing up. As long as it's not on the vent, it should be good. Maybe you had one of the vents blocked. There we go. Stay positive. Yeah, I mean, as long as they have good airflow, but you got to think, with them laying down and being... they're not exactly pressed against a surface, but they're pretty close. You know, that heat, I don't know, it just, to me, it seems better to dissipate when it's standing up. Get some challenges done here. Had a pretty decent match. That's not bad, not bad. Well, it's nice to see the streams working out really well. I was worried that only using one monitor would cause it to kind of malfunction, but it's working pretty well. Yeah, the one thing that I've noticed with the Xbox One X, with it being stood up, like if you place your hand on top of it, at least on mine, you can feel cold air like float, like either being pulled into it or pushed out, like float. It does a good job of cooling itself for sure. There is literally nothing on top of my Xbox. There it goes. All right. Let's hop in and do some... That's not going to work for that, but... Play some Halo 2 here. See how that works out. 3 more games until I'm done with Rampancy Adjacent. What is that? I'm assuming that's a challenge. I haven't even looked at a lot of these lately. Got this one here. Why don't we just do that one then? We'll play some Halo 4 here. Get that going on. I hope everybody's ready for the holiday season, has all their shopping done, and or whatever, you know, got everything planned out. Why CD Projekt Red didn't put V's OG face from the cinematic trailer, which anyone is considered as canon face, the main protagonist? It's not like putting Shepard in Mass Effect. No, it's not. It's really not.
Eliminate the enemy team. Gain the lead.
I have Christmas Day off and am working Christmas Eve. I'm working Christmas Eve as well, my regular midnight shift. I am, however, going to be getting holiday pay, which is... keep hitting the wrong button to reload, which is pretty nice. So I feel for you there, though. Oh, come on with that, man. Yeah, and I have Christmas Day off, and then I work the next day after that. I think I'm going to have New Year's Eve off, which is cool, because I haven't had New Year's Eve off for quite a few years. Fighting against a full team? Where's everyone at? Ooh, holiday pay? Huh. That's unheard of. Yeah, no, I'm pretty lucky. The company that I work for is really good. The only thing I wish they offered was like retirement and health insurance. Which, if they did, then I mean that'd be pretty much it. But they don't, so it's not. The V face you've seen in trailers is not in the game. Everyone is trying to recreate it. I was unaware of that. I know that they changed it a little bit because of some kind of backlash or something that they got. But I would imagine you could probably make it the same. Oh, come on now with that. I was lucky enough to get away right there. A pizza place. One of my favorite places. I'm probably, I mean, I can't say that I never worked at a pizza place. I worked for maybe a week, and the guy that ran it was real sketchy. It wasn't like a chain place. It was just kind of like his own, like, oh, this is my pizza shop type deal. And he was real sketchy, like, when it came time to get paid. So after working a week there and getting paid, I was like, you know what, I'm out, I'm done. Like, I'll find other jobs. And then I worked at McDonald's for 5 years. Or was it 6? God, it was so long. Sadly, not the pizza place. I don't know. To me, it's the pizza place. I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same place.
Ordnance ready.
Ooh, yeah. Let's get this weapon. Oh, I thought I could shoot through that. That would have been a cool kill. I mean, let's be honest. Wait, that sounds weird. Not sure what you mean. Where is everyone? Why am I not running into anybody? Did they have a full team? I mean, I have Promethean vision, and I can't find anybody. The day of reckoning is coming. Pizza the Hut. Nice. Yeah, they gotta be sneaky. I can't... There's two of them. Alright, there's a third one. Oh wow, this gun has extremely long range. Hologram. Pepsi was... We have Russian Pepsi here from the 80s, I think. May have had my time completely off, though. Oh, geez. I can't imagine that would taste very well. Was the only capitalist thing allowed in the USSR one of the top 10 most strongest in the USSR giving Pepsi. Huh. Yeah, recently I was at a family holiday dinner and they were talking about having pizza delivered with beer, and no pizza around here, no pizza place that I know of delivers it with beer. Would be nice though. Speaking of beer, I think I still have some. Although I probably shouldn't say that because now YouTube's gonna slap the stream, bad. Let's see, we've got 37. Let's check out the challenge thing. What do we got here? Complete match-made multiplayer games for Halo Force. We got 2 more that we'll play here. Then we'll be done with that challenge. Flavorless water, yes. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, the only season that I've not bought anything from is the Spark season, because I don't play Combat Evolved multiplayer. Hand sanitizer beverage, right. This map's not bad. Not all water is flavorless. It depends on where you get it. There's some places that sell it and they have like added minerals and stuff that they call it, and it has like a like a salty taste to it. And then depending on where you live in the country, depending on where you're at in the country, it'll definitely taste different. Like, just driving one city over to visit my in-laws, if I drink the water from the faucet there, I'm like, yep. Man. Water is delicious. Especially when it's been, like, purified to death. Okay, there's that. Purified to death, cold with ice. Oh yeah. Nothing tastes better after a long night of drinking the sanitizer beverage than a big glass of water. Lead water. Only if you're in Michigan. Oh my goodness, come on with that. We're gonna get destroyed this match. Absolutely destroyed. This is a really bad spot on this map. Wow. Not much to do about that. Not a huge fan of water. Can drink water. I would rather have any other drink with more flavor. You can always buy those flavor packets to put in them too. When I was super dieting back in the day, that was what I would do. Man. I hate flinch. I hate flinch so much in this game. Yeah, sparkling. I guess you could call it cheap soda. There was one that I would get. Oh, what was it called? I used to buy it from. The grocery store, and I think it was just called Sparkle or Spark or something like that. And it was like they had all different types of flavors. Yeah, and they were pretty good. Oh, wow. Wow. It's probably what I'm going to change my channel name to, is just Cheap Soda. I'm a terrible shot. My goodness, man. These guys, not only are they playing together as a team, they're just... These are the Halo 4 sweaty pros right here. Oh, I'm just bad. That's what it comes down to. Oh man. The worst. I don't know. I'm doing pretty bad right now in this. Did pretty good in Halo 3. I just honestly just want to play through this just to get that challenge, and then we'll be done with 4 for a while. Yeah, plus these guys are really good. They missed the deadline to join the 2012 ML. Yeah, they're about 8 years too late. Plus, I feel like my aim is off from playing so much Cyberpunk. I have it set for the aim assist so that it just automatically snaps to whoever you're shooting at, which I feel like maybe has spoiled me a little bit. I remember being at fire department where they were carbonated for me. It was strong. I thought it was going to explode. Yeah, honestly, at this, like, I don't know what the kill limit is on this. I would have thought we would have hit it by now, or lost it by now. Like, at this point, is it even worth trying to fight back with these guys? Like, we're being spawn killed at this point.
Enemy team nearing victory.
As someone broke in college, flavor packets are a delicacy. And probably the ramen noodle, I assume. I didn't attend college in a classical sense, like when I should have. I went for a couple of semesters afterwards. See what I mean? Like, this is not good. Like, this is a problem in the other Halo games, but particularly a pretty big one here in Halo 4. You now play GTA on free roam, or free aim. Nice. I don't know. The spawning on COD was pretty bad too. Yeah, no, we're not playing with them. At least, I hope not. I still can't believe I was having those issues with having 2 monitors. That's ridiculous. Ramen is expensive in Cali, so just use my employee discount for meals at work. Yeah, I used to do that a lot too. It's a vicious cycle though, because you work there to make money and then you use that money there to eat. So you're just feeding the money back into the machine. I've done it too though. I used to work at I guess you'd call it a department store. I don't know if you guys know what Super Kmart or Kmart used to be. They're not around anymore. but I worked there for a couple of years, and yeah, I mean, they would pay me, and I would take the money and just go right back into the store and buy groceries or clothes or, you know, whatever I would need. So it was almost essentially just like I wasn't getting paid. I was just working there, and they were providing me with supplies.
Eliminate the enemy team. Lost the lead.
Come on now, switch the weapon already. From Russia we have Rolton, which is cheap, rammed with spices and a little oil. Yeah, I'm getting pretty hungry too. When the stream's over, I gotta go to the grocery store. Get things to make for dinner. Wow. I'm not hungry for ramen though, so I don't know what I'm gonna get. Oh, come on. Nice, I stole it from him. That stinks. I know that's frustrating when that happens. You know, I was trying to stream Cyberpunk from before, and I was having issues with it, and I just naturally assumed it was my internet, but now that I knew that Windows Update decided to turn on a Wi-Fi setting that didn't need to be on, I think maybe I can try that again at a later date. I don't know if you guys would be interested in a Cyberpunk stream. Now, how does that not kill him right away, like it usually does? I don't know if it's going to be from a Stadia stream, or maybe straight from my desktop. They ended up sending me a controller, a Stadia controller, Google did, and a, what is that? The streaming ultra thing. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I ended up getting one of those on my porch the other day. I had no idea it was coming. And I got an email too with it charging $100, but then refunding the $100, so it was like zeroed out. See, like, that dude had me. He should have killed me. And he didn't for whatever reason. Alright, now let's see if I can get any kills with this gun. Oh, right in front of me. Woo! Style browser? I don't know what that is, but... Oh, the binary rifle is wicked. Google is like Santa. They see you when you're sleeping and they know when you're awake. They do, too. How scary is that? There's a microphone in the controller too, so I'm afraid that they're probably listening. Their AI algorithms and all that stuff. Come on now, man. Too bad this isn't like that Perfect Dark gun where you can shoot through walls and stuff. That'd be pretty neat. What is that? The Far Sight from Perfect Dark. Yeah. Oh, how did that miss? How did that miss? Come on now. Oh god, as if the binary wasn't already OP. Yeah, it's pretty OP. Oh, I was gonna say, come on, 360 no scope. There it is. There's the final shot. At least I know he only had one. Wow, look at that explosion. Amazing. Oh, that's lame. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they delayed Cyberpunk, but they definitely wanted to release the game. Yeah, oh yeah, they most certainly did. I mean, honestly, what I would have seen being the best option is honestly to just say, look, the PC version is going to come out, and the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One versions are either canceled, and they just work on whatever next-gen thing they got going on, or just delay it until sometime in the summer. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, I'm sure people would throw a fit, and maybe their stock would drop, but, like, honestly, the mistake that they've made by releasing this and issuing refunds and now possibly being hit with a class action lawsuit is, like, that could potentially just, like, crush the company and make them close. It definitely needed. I mean, having been able to go through the PC and optimize like the settings for that, I have screen space reflections just turned completely off. And not only does that boost performance, it makes the image look sharper, which is something that a lot of people are complaining about. Like, again, I know the game runs at really low resolution, but part of the thing that can help is turning off screen space reflections, because it causes like this weird grainy looking textures on stuff, and turning that off on the PC makes the game to me look 100% better. If they just shut that off on consoles, that would probably help out a lot. And then they can tweak and lower stuff, like, you know, to their heart's content. And honestly, each individual like section of the city is also set up as like a zone. If they had maybe 30 seconds, you know, maybe a minute long, I mean, the zones are really close, but have loading sections for them. Have it so that I understand they want to have like a seamless world, but you know, for consoles, they got to do what they got to do. And if they have to introduce loading screens, then I mean, so be it. PC also has problems with game-breaking bugs that don't allow you to complete the game. I've heard that too. That's part of the reason why I quit playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because I kept running into game-breaking bugs like that, where you couldn't continue the main story. All right, we got 41. Let's see what do we got here? PvE. Defeat opponents with grenades in matchmaking. So I need one more of those. That only gives XP though. Defeat opponents with common starting weapons. That's just going to be something that happens. Fallout 4 had loading screens as well, and look how well that worked. Right. I mean, I'm not a game developer, but Fallout 4 kind of runs better and looks better than Cyberpunk. I mean, it worked out well enough. State pod. Okay, those are stuff that I've completed. Sweat equity. Win 2 games. That's a lot, to be honest. Complete campaign missions on normal difficulty or higher. So we've got 2 missions that we could do, or you can play the same mission over and over as well. Let's see here. Campaign. I mean, my go-to mission is this outskirts level. You can do it in like 6 minutes. We'll play a different mission though. Let's try. I haven't played Reach for a little while. I know we've got some quick missions here. Winter Contingency. Tip of the Spear, Long Night of Solace. Lone Wolf doesn't count. I'm not sure. I don't know what I want to hop into. We got Halo 3 as well. Sierra 117 and the Crow's Nest. Yeah, you know what? Why not? We'll just play a quick mission here. Again, we're not looking for epic moments here, just trying to get some challenges done, get some currency going. Lone Wolf is so hard, I always die near the end. Well, I mean, that's the point, right? You're supposed to die.
First squad, you're my scouts. Move out, quiet as you can.
Nope, nothing to switch. Okay.
What is it you want?
Ugh, that screaming. It's terrible. Yeah, I'm wondering if that last update had some issues. This campaign's running pretty smooth, but there are some little dips that are happening. And God only knows what other PC issues are going on behind the scenes that I don't know of. I might wake up one day and hear that I had a PC update that just allowed somebody to come in and just take my PC straight out of my house. Yeah. Whoops. Reminds me of the random 30-40 FPS drops in Halo 5 Warzone. I never played much of Warzone. My experience with Halo 5 is limited in a way. Just recently I played through the rankings on it and got like a Platinum 3 or a Platinum 4. That was a few months ago for whatever season that they were in at the time. And I played through some of the campaign missions. Like, I'll go through sporadic bursts where I'll play Halo 5 for a lot for like maybe a week. And then I won't touch it again for like 3 or 4 months. Interestingly enough, though, and this is something that I've been talking about for quite a while, in my opinion, is that I think that 343 might be trying to distance themselves from Halo 5. Because if you look at the way they're treating the MCC, you know, they've got it for PC. They also have it enhanced for Series X and S. And it's in marketing. They've got trailers on YouTube. Now, Halo 5 is only receiving the backwards compatibility enhancements. It's not getting anything special like the MCC is. It's not coming to PC. And whenever it's brought up, it's just kind of like not really acknowledged all that much. I really do think that they're trying to move away from Halo 5. It's a one-time thing in gameplay. The only time it's common is when you pick up a new wreck. Microsoft has removed your PC in this brand new update. Please upgrade to PC Ultimate. Right. That's what I'm expecting. I'll just come in and the monitors are still here, but my actual PC is just unplugged and gone. With a little note on the keyboard. You've received the update to Windows 12. As a result, your PC has been removed from your house and will no longer be available. Please head to the nearest Best Buy. I think so as well. They gave up on 5. I mean, they had that year's worth of like support for it with maps and modes and everything. But now all they really do is rotate playlists in and out. And I mean, that's all they've been doing, obviously, with the MCC. But with everything that they've added to the MCC, it's very weird. They're very, like, hush-hush about Halo 5 whenever it's brought up. And, like, recently, I can't remember exactly what it was. There was an Xbox ad that I saw maybe on Facebook. And they were talking about, like, Halo and then the future of Halo. And they were advertising the MCC, and then also advertising Halo 5 as well, or Halo Infinite as well. So it's just like, it's very interesting. Very interesting. They had an ad for the Xbox One SAD, which had Halo 5 split screen for some reason. Really? That I did not see. Yeah, and I mean, it still cracks me up with like other Halo YouTubers that they'll take statements from like 343 and Bonnie Ross, and I mean they make content out of them. Like recently, which I do like this guy, Sean W. I'm sure some of you guys know a lot about him or have watched him. He had a recent video talking about Bonnie Ross saying that they've brought in the most new players to Halo since 2007 with Halo 3. And I don't necessarily believe her. Like, I don't. I think a lot of these other fellow Halo YouTubers take what they say maybe too much at face value. It's just, after everything that's happened with Halo 5 and the MCC, I'm super skeptical about anything coming out of 343. Maybe she's counting people who haven't shot Master Chief in Fortnite. Maybe. Maybe. But I mean, I don't know. I don't... Like, I don't believe them. Like, Halo 3 was huge. I think at the end of its lifetime, by then it had sold, like, what, 15 million? Which is a lot. And I don't think that the MCC has sold 15 million copies or more. Like, that's essentially what she's claiming. She's claiming that Halo 3 sold 15 million copies, and that the MCC has brought in more new players since then. And I mean, you can look at Steam charts and see that that's not true. Like, there are a lot of people playing Halo now. I mean, there's a good, I think, 20,000 people that are kind of consistently online between the Xbox and PC. Between the two platforms. But in no way is there more players than there were in 2007. That's just not... I don't think that's accurate. I think that's marketing speak to try to just make herself look good, to be honest. I don't know, they don't show official player numbers anymore. So it's like, how do we know you're telling the truth? We're just supposed to believe you? I don't know. You think 3 rode off the success from 2? Oh, most certainly. And 2 rode off of the success of Halo 1. But I mean, honestly, I think 3 is really good. I like Halo 2 better, the sandbox better. But I understand what they're trying to do with Halo 3. And it's a good game. It's definitely the most accessible Halo, I think. But in terms of them bringing in more new players, there's no way. There's no way. The last we heard, the Xbox One sold 35 million consoles, I think. And granted, again, they've added this to PC, so you could take that into account. But there's no way. There's just no way. With the amount of hardware that's been sold and the amount of people that are playing that you can go look at, there's no way. I don't think MCC players were new, just ones that didn't buy an Xbox One and left after Reacher 4. There are some, because I get comments on some of the videos saying, hey, I just bought... This is the first time I've played Halo, and I'm playing it on PC. So, I mean, there are people leaving comments like that. So I do believe they brought in new players. But do I think they brought in the most new players ever since Halo 3? No. No, I don't. I would argue 5 is the most accessible due to the movement and control scheme for controllers. Maybe. Honestly, I got a bone to pick with the control scheme for Halo 5, because I think, unless it's set to the Halo 4 control scheme, I think the default control scheme for Halo 5 is bad. Like, I really do. Oh my goodness. Die! Oh, somebody must have got him. Why is crouched on the right stick? Exactly. See, the thing is, and this is my problem with Halo 5, it has too many functions. There's too many things you can do with the controller, and they're not configured well.
Be careful.
Well, I didn't mean to kill him. But yeah, there's too many functions that you can do. There's too many things that you can do between ground pound, slide, ADS. Like, there's too much. The controller, you have to... Like, a perfect example with this right here. Zooming in is a click and another click, right? click, click, click. In Halo 5, it's pull the left trigger and then click in the left stick. Like, how unintuitive. You've been playing Halo for, at that point, it came out in 2015. You've been playing Halo for 14 years. And Zoom has been the exact same for all that time. And then they want to, like, change. Like, it's not. I don't think it's intuitive. That's something I've been wanting to make a video about, is just talking about how bad the controls are for that game. Maybe it'll be something that I do later in the new year. I don't think it's a lie. I think the worst, most likely, is the rate of new players, which technically beats 3, but in overall numbers, 3 beats me. I don't know. I don't trust really anything that comes out of their mouths when they say anything like that. Like, they tried to say Halo 5 was the biggest launch of a Halo game ever. And when you looked at the player populations with third-party sites that, like, tapped into the APK file, not APK, I forget what it is. I forget what the technical term is for it, but when you looked at that and you looked at, like, the Xbox Live numbers, that's just not the case. The Halo franchise over the last 10 years and Star Wars over the last 5 or 6 years certainly share a lot of, like, parodies with each other. Alright, we got the hammer guy down. The brute captain. Profiteering. There we go. Truth made us do it? It's the first I've ever heard that. I remember when I was trying to install Halo 5 at launch, I hit 124% installation. Yeah, that was weird. I forgot all about that. Although I think that was more of an Xbox problem than a Halo problem. Because I remember, the thing was the original Xbox One dashboard was so bad. Like, when I remember, because that generation, the Xbox, damn it, press the wrong button. The PlayStation 4, Xbox One launch, I originally picked up a PS4 after having been an Xbox guy for so long. Basically just because of their online DRM practices and stuff. But my brother got the Xbox One, and at the time, I had just moved back in with my dad. I was in the middle of a divorce from my first wife. And the original Xbox One dashboard, like, it didn't even have a section that you could look at to see, like, what percentage things were downloaded at. Like, which is a standard thing in every console and PCs on your phones. Like, even back in 2013, he couldn't check his download status. At the time, too, the internet at my parents' house was so bad that he couldn't even actually play his Xbox because it required the day one update that removed all the DRM stuff. So he had to take his Xbox over to a friend's house to download the update so that he could even play anything. But yeah, I remember that. Games were shown to be downloaded at like 125%, at 200%. It was ridiculous. Who is... Give me those. Maybe you got more 24% Halo 5. I got the two... Oh, you got the 2 secret extra chief missions. Nice. I think you get the Halo 5. Yeah. It was a wild time back in the original Xbox One days. I didn't get one until the MCC came out, and then was just extremely pissed off that it didn't work. Along with everyone else. The giant VCR-shaped console with the Ghostbusters brick trap.
This isn't as fun as it looks. Cut the power.
Don't break my heart like that. I'm still mad there was only 3... I think... Was it 3 or 2? If I remember correctly, it was only 2. There was the mission towards the beginning of the game. Or no, there were 3. That's right, there were 3. The beginning of the game, and then you had the one where you got to some Forerunner planet, or Forerunner place with the Guardians, and then the one towards the end when he gets captured by the Cryptum. That's right. I think the best Xbox One UI is the one that it showed with the game with the little box. I don't know. The best Xbox UI was the original 360 Blades dashboard. I like that one the most out of everything. It was quick, it was clean, it was simple. Honestly, I know people give the Nintendo Switch a lot of crap for not... Oh no, I'm stuck? Okay, I got out of there. Oh, look at this. I just got a message from Xbox Live talking about the original Halo titles going offline. I mean, for Xbox One. The Xbox One, I mean, I like the dashboard we have now. It's one screen with things that you just click on, you know. It works pretty well, I think. Get on. Let's get this mission counted. But I mean, yeah, no, people give the Switch a lot of crap for its real simple UI. But I mean, it works well. It doesn't take a long time to load, or it doesn't lag or anything like that. So let's quit out of this real quick. I think the one I described, it looked best and it worked. I don't know. They changed it so much and so often. And I'm in the dashboard preview program, so I would get like half updates where instead of just getting the giant massive overhaul that most would, I got like incremental, like, okay, now this is different. Now this is different. Now this is different. Like there was a video I made, I think, in September, talking about the Xbox Series dashboard, where I went through the new one that just came out. And then like literally a week later, it was different. Let's see what missions we got. I haven't played much of this on stream at all or anything. We can complete this level pretty quickly as well. So we'll get this done, and then we'll have this challenge completed. Depending on my schedule and time, I'm gonna end up having some kind of, like, within the next week, after Christmas for sure, like some long time, or not long time, but like a long form Halo live stream where I go through and play through 1 or 2 of the games all in one sitting, just on normal, just so that I can get through them and not get stuck. I don't know what day it is yet. It's going to be within the next week, though, for sure. I'm thinking... I don't know, because I've played through games before on stream. I don't know... I don't know what titles yet. Assuming that my computer doesn't update, or OBS doesn't update, and then they're just kind of like, F you, this is what's going on now. Start the new year off right with some CE. I'm thinking about it. I just played through CE not that long ago. With, I think it was on the anniversary. I think it was on November 15th. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking about that, though. Is MCC good with 144 frames? I mean, I honestly don't know. All the monitors I have are capped out at 60. If I would have, like, again, this year is the first year that I've done really any PC gaming. Like, when I mean any, like, before I just had a laptop that I streamed from my Xbox and edited videos with. And then earlier in the year, in March, right before all the Outbreak stuff happened, I got this, and I got the MCC. I pretty much bought the PC for Halo on PC. I figured, like, if I'm gonna try and do Halo videos and, like, be a Halo YouTuber, I can't not be able to play the game on PC. So I got a PC, and I got a 4K monitor, and I got an Xbox One X. And had I known about like getting 144 frames, I probably would have gotten that instead of a 4K monitor. But so I don't know. I assume it runs really well. People I talk to that have a computer that can run it say that it's really good. And that's another thing too. I don't necessarily know if my computer could run 144 frames. I got a very, at the time, middle ground gaming PC. Like, it's not bad, but it's not great. It can run Cyberpunk at bare minute. Like, it just barely meets the minimum requirements. So, I mean, it's not a powerhouse, but it's not like you know, it's not like no good either. It runs at 120 at least, so it probably works with 144 minus some campaign missions. Should turn off VSync and make the frames unlimited. You can do that. You could, depending on your monitor though, or whatever you're playing on, that'll cause screen tearing, from what I understand. Because I mean, I can turn off VSync too, but it does cause screen tearing. And there are just some parts of the game that are like problematic for everybody. Like, there's certain levels with Halo 2 Anniversary's graphics that you hit certain spots and it just drops to like 44 to 50 frames. So, I mean, it all really depends on the software and your hardware and everything. My monitor I'm getting has FreeSync, which can combat screen tearing. Okay. And when I turn on the unlimited frames, the counter that I have up on the upper left, it's like... So sad they didn't put the battle rifle in the campaign. I can't believe that. Really, even still, like after all this time, I can't believe the battle rifle's not in this campaign. Where are you? Like, even right here, and it could be because I'm streaming.
We're pinned down. Cut through this building. Hit him from behind.
my the game's dipping down to like 55 frames per second.
Buck, location.
Almost there.
The BR is so good in Firefight. I know it is. I know it is. It was
If I don't make it,
it was a weapon that I would highly use during the flighting process. It's really good.
No! Veronica! Talk to me! Don't move! I'm coming, you hear?
Where is that coming from? Alright, well, we got another challenge. My goodness. There we go. There we go. The BR worked in a 360 version as well on a modded 360. The texture was a bit bugged. Oh, okay. Oh, hello. I never had any of the modded consoles. Sometimes I wish I had, but... Oh, he's got that. Oof. Kind of pinned down here. Well... How did that not...
This way.
Come on. There we go. Ah! Almost. Almost.
No, not right with it! Turn around, you bastard!
He's not wrong. I don't really have time for all that. My goodness. Alright, well, we're gonna make it. We're close. We're close. Just keep on jumping. Alright, we hit our checkpoint, which is good. There we go. Uh-oh. Is that it? No, one more. Alright.
I'm here. I got you.
Skip, 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 skip. There we go. Alright, how many do we got now? 42. Not bad, not bad. Well, guys, I actually think that's going to bring this stream here to a close. I do appreciate you guys jumping in and sticking with me here through these technical hurdles, of course, that I've had here. But if you haven't yet already and you guys do enjoy the stream, please give it a thumbs up. I will be back sooner than later when it comes just to a stream here, as long as everything, again, works properly. But again, thank you all for joining me here today, and I will see you guys on the next stream.